Aldridge. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan. Not the funnest nights at work, if you get my drift, but I did love playing one John Barry.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And here are the Suns now. Outside for Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
You just can't let Kevin Durant have a half a second of time. If he gets that ball, it's gone, and there's points on the board.
Pass to Zubac. Out left to the wing. Here's Westbrook. Back to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a three-point game. Kicks to George. Driving to the basket. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just cutting right there to the spot he wanted to get to. Paul George being very aggressive on that play.
Ayton in the high post. And Ayton throws it down.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's George. He's tightly guarded. Paul against Westbrook. Pocket six. Covington kicks to Zubac. Booker left side. Pass to Octopi. Over Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time, Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Tipped away. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Paul's got his second basket.
Well, great instincts of Paul there, solid at creating havoc in the open court and then coming up with a steal.
And here is Los Angeles now. They trail by 6. Leonard against KD. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Shoots over KD. Zubac, that's good.
Go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Paul outside. Passes it to Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Durant's got 5.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Covington setting the pick for George. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 5.
That consistency from Paul George is staggering. Not a guy you can give looks like that to.
Paul passes to Octopi. Oh, good on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. Westbrook surveying the D. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Inside. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
And he had more than enough room there for one of those trademark slams that he's become noted for.
And Greg, I think once he got that space, you just knew it was going to happen.
So did the defense.
Yeah, right.
Well, he knows the defense was absolutely playing him soft, not respecting his abilities whatsoever, so he made them pay.
Here's Leonard, passes it to Zubac. And the Clippers call time here.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Covington, a screen on Paul. 5 to shoot, and Westbrook throws it down.
And Westbrook with 2 very loud points.
Paul outside, down low, Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Outside Leonard, just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Dishes it to Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Those feel so good. Covington up there for a slam dunk.
Paul outside. The pass to Octopi. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Here's George. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, not letting anybody keep him from that spot. Paul George, a nice, strong play that time.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Paul dishes to Durant. It's rebounded by Leonard.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
To the wing right side. The wide open look for Plumlee. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Durant. He takes it in. Doesn't go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And here is Los Angeles now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Westbrook kicks to George. Shot clock at 6. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Shoots from 12.
This is what the coaches are asking from DeAndre Ayton. It helps when he hustles and works extra hard on D.
And here is Paul. And KD the bucket on the assist by Paul. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Outside, George from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank, Greg, dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors. right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Powell sets a screen for Morris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. He's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
The Clippers trail. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Fires the three. Rebound by the Suns. Durant with it. Now guarded by Plumlee. Here's Ayton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. Phoenix making some changes. Warren's checked in for Octopi. And Terrence Ross is subbed in for Devin Booker.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Here's Highland. Los Angeles with another miss. Suns leading by 5. Outside Durant. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Off the inbound. They get it back. Pass to Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Back to Ayton. And that one, good. Ayton's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Here's Highland. Nailed from three-point land.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Paul passes to Warren. KD looking around. Crosses over. He lays it in. KD's got 9.
Now that's a devastating move off the dribble. Durant getting to his favorite spots at will.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Highland. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. 6-point lead. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Thank you, David. And we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. DeAndre Ayton has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Yeah, there's not any guy defensively that was bodying him up or contesting the shot, so right now he's feasting.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Zubac's a screen on Paul. It's Westbrook with the drive. And stolen by Ayton. To the inside. And then Durant with the jam.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there. You have After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
From deep, George. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball passes to Ayton. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9. It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Ayton, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size, Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
After being selected 1st overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone, and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Yeah, with how much attention Durant draws, he's a skilled passer, and he'll make it happen.
Here's Westbrook, fades. Zubac finds George. Zubac with the screen for George. And the call on, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now
Previous play is under review.
to detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review,
The ruling on the floor stands.
speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And KD just doing a great job of initiating some contact, drawing a guy closer, and he'll get free throws from him.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Leonard dishes to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Leonard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
The drive-by call, and Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Covington, a screen on Paul. To the middle. And the dunk by Covington.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
And Ayton throws it down.
The classic big man play there, just pushing right past the defense, and finishing strong.
Zubac with the screen for George. Off target from outside. Phoenix leading by 15. Booker with no one around. Another three for Phoenix.
Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
There's a screen by Covington. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Here's Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Ayton. Booker in the corner. Paul outside. The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
And they go to the intentional foul. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left in the third.
Come to me, come to me.
And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Back to Plumlee. And it's Baisley with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout.
You dance team. Fans, that's your song, you dance team.
Suns leading by 18. Payne with it. To the paint. Here's Biyombo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. For Phoenix, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. DeAndre, he has been the guy. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Out to the right wing. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And both free throws good for Durant. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And the pass to Octopi, stolen by George. And that's an intentional foul.
DeAndre Ayton, second personal foul. Second team foul.
Westbrook against Paul. Passes it to Plumlee. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Outside Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Here's Paul. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Ayton wide open. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got 11 in the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wasted no time on that one.
How smooth is Devin Booker's J right there, and inside the arc he nails it.
The shot by George, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Suns. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. From deep. And it's rebounded by Covington.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Here's Durant. It's not going to go for him. The Clippers go the other way with it. Westbrook passes to Leonard. Covington, a screen on Booker. Leonard kicks to Covington. And the Clippers miss again.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Paul dishes to Ayton. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Plumlee. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Phoenix has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Paul with the ball. George picks him up. The shot's good.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Westbrook passes to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, no more can we talk about underrated jumping ability from the Plumlees. Suddenly he's up and attacking the rim.
Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Octopi, and he goes in for the dunk.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Well, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Suns.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Ayton.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
The shot by George, no good. Suns on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Booker the pass to Ayton. For the three. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And the basket by Octopi.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation. Always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Booker. From deep three-point range, Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And a deep three from George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing. And all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Sports for NBA basketball. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Phoenix. Outside for Booker. Oh, he's way off from outside. Brooks against Paul. And Brooks with a basket on the assist by Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Morant against Paul. That one goes in.
High percentage look right off the bat.
And we're about a minute into the first. And last year's outcome. So unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Durant with a screen on Morant. Paul passes to Durant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Morant. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Up top, Durant, defended by Jackson. Octopi on the wing. Back to Aiden. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Morant against Paul. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And Adams no good on that one. The Suns have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And here are the Suns now, trailing by 4. Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Now here's Morant. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Ayton with a screen. Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Ayton against Morant. And Ayton gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Pass to Bain. Jackson with a screen on 8. Bain, no good. The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Bain against Paul. And here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were 2 loud points there by Kevin Durant.
And then Morant with the dunk.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Durant. The Grizzlies making their last shot. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Morant with it. Give him 8 points now. Outside Bain. Tips it up, controls the rebound and the putback.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Ball passes to Ayton. Here's Octopi, three-pointer. The rebound by Jackson. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Ayton, a screen on Morant. Paul against Adams. The kick out to Paul. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter. We're all tied up, and we'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the one. Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Brooks with it. Jackson with a screen on Booker. And the basket by Bain.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Morant. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks.
Ball passes to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. 5 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Up top, Ayton. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Over to the wing. On the wing, Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Stolen by Ayton. On the wing, Durant. Guarded by Bain. Phoenix calls timeout. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
Jackson outside. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 5 now.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Chalk up 2 there.
in the paint. Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Jackson with a screen on Paul. Morant into the lane. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Pass to Durant from deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. 1:15 left to play in the first half. Paul against Morant. Oh, there's... Morant with the slam.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Paul passes to Durant. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Here's Morant. He's got 16. Adams a screen. And then Morant with the jam.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Paul against Morant. Here's Durant driving in. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Ja Morant picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
Free throws good from Durant.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp. It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Right side Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
The free throw drops for Morant. Phoenix calls timeout. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
Stolen by Jackson. He got it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the... And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. Durant shoots over Jackson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Part of what makes KD an all-timer, we have never seen someone his size with that type of handle.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Adams a screen. Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Here's Brooks, guarded by Durant. Jackson with a screen on Booker. Bain into the lane, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Outside Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
An impressive, versatile defender. For Jackson Jr., it's now about improving his shot percentages and his overall offensive arsenal.
And he can't hit the second. The Suns trailing. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside Durant. Driving to the basket, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Ja Morant picks one up.
That's a strong move there by KD. He knows he's going to get the bucket, get fouled, or get both. He doesn't matter. For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside Morant. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his third foul so far.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
And here's Morant. 23 points in the game. The shot goes as the ref calls the blocking foul. And he's on his way to the line.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Here's Durant. 9-point game. And Durant with the big finish.
How many guys his size can pull up off the dribble and move like that? Durant is the real unicorn.
Pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Knocks it down from distance. Brooks has got 5 points.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
And Paul gets it to go.
That's precisely what they got to do right now. Attack the rim. And if you happen to get fouled, maybe you earn a trip to the line out of it.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Right side Bain for three. Octopi pulls down the board.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Durant. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now. Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took for the strike. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
The Suns have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Pass to Octopi. Back to Paul. Knocked away. Adams with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up.
Suns foul. Chris Paul. Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Timeout, timeout. T-shirt time, everyone. Let's go. That was your son, Andrew team, everyone. Give it up for that one.
Now Morant, 26 points for him. It's good. Bain's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. Outside Durant. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Back to Brooks. Pass to Jackson. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Tipped. They get it back. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Goes up again. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
And he drops them first. And Morant drops them both. For Phoenix, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Durant. Now Booker. Outside Paul.
They love what Jackson gives them defensively. Great instinct, size, and mobility.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son,
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for, and they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He went after his players about their poor defense in the paint, saying, quote, "You're showing no fight down there. You're letting them get any shot they want, and they're feasting on us. Show some toughness and push back, guys."
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Paul against Morant. Pass to Octopi. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Morant, the pass to Adams. Left side Bane. Jacks up a 3. 6 to shoot. Jackson finds Morant. That one goes. Count it. Morant's got 30 points.
The team first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Durant against Jackson. Durant, the pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. And Booker with the jam.
Calls the play and Booker executes to perfection.
Now here's Morant. Into the lane. Pass to Adams. Outside Bane. Outside Morant. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Hayden. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he'll sit the rest of this one out. Biyombo, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Durant, pass to Paul. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That'll be a second foul of the game. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's Durant. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Here's Paul. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Right side Morant. On the wing Brooks. Pass to Bain. Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Out left to the wing. Adams with a screen on Durant. Morant, the pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
Outside Durant. Shoots from the elbow. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. And the foul on Chris Paul. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. From deep, Bain. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Down low. Outside for Brooks. Jackson on the wing. Puts up a three. Outside Morant.
Grizzlies foul. Ja Morant. Third personal foul.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Pass to Durant. With the crossover. Back to Biyombo. Outside Paul. Here's Octopi. That shot off the mark. Good work defensively by Brooks. Morant against Durant. Brooks from outside. Nails it from three.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Pass to Booker. From deep. The Grizzlies pull it in. Outside Bain. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was an enemy territory.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Six to shoot. And the rejection by Zubats. George against Jackson, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And here is Los Angeles now. Zubats a screen on Brooks. And it's Leonard missing. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw this game.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. CGA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Now here's Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And another miss by Memphis. To the inside. And the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Morant outside. Fires from 14. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Jackson. Morant left side. Jackson kicks to Morant. Pulls up, high post. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
And it's George finishing it off.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Morant. And the rejection by Zubats. Inside, Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Morant. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Here's Adams. Jackson has the open look. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Here's George.
Oh. You've got to be kidding. Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Now here's Morant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Leonard against Brooks. Down low. Here's Zubats. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has improved his passing ability on time and on target. Yes, sir.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. And so we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thank you, David. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
The Clippers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
And it's sent back by George. To the left side wing. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Bain. And the shot is long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their leads. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their defense has been so aggressive right out of the gate, wasting no time shutting shooters down here with authority.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And Morant throws it down.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's George. 9 points in the game so far. Leonard the pass to George. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one's on Morant.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Morant finds Adams, and the shot goes in. Adams has got his first points in this one.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Here's George. No good there. Great D that time from Bain. Jackson looking around. Pass to Morant. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Now here's Morant. 9 points in the game so far. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Westbrook, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the middle, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. It's stolen by Adams. Morant against Leonard. Morant passes to Adams. Jackson from long range. Memphis the rebound. Bain kicks to Brooks. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And so here's Memphis after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Morant, and he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control. And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Morant. He's got 17. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Now here's Morant. He's got 19, and it's good for 2.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Morris outside. Pass to Plumlee. Powell for 3. They swipe it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Plumlee with the screen to the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Gordon inside. John Morant has been leading the charge.
Your Clippers, 31. The Grizzlies, 36.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Marcus Morris is out there with Powell. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the 1. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. George double teamed. For 3, Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists in the game.
Covington has put such time and work into that perimeter game. Now the confidence he shoots it with knocks that down. That's beautiful.
Now here's Morant. 28 points for him. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And George drops them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Jackson. Kicks it to Brooks. There's the dish to Morant. Shot clock at 5. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Morant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that was all Morant. Aware of the defense, figuring out how to get to his spot.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Dishes to Jackson. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
And for Memphis, they're shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Morant. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Three-pointer. Adams trying to free himself up. Jackson misses. Clippers trail by 4. Covington kicks to George. The pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
This is one of the many things Paul George has done to help their offense. Effective ball movement.
Morant left side. Outside Jackson. Takes it inside. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got 9.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. Brooks against Leonard. Back to Covington. Outside, George. There's the triple. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
But Paul George been cooking all night. The defense has nothing for him right now.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. It's Morant with the drive. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Morris passes to Highland. Morris with a screen on Morant. Back to Morris. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And Morant gets it to go.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Morris with a screen on Morant. Morris passes to Powell. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Brooks.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. Morant surveying the D. And it's Brooks in the corner. Back to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Nice poise from Morant, assessing the situation and then the ability to come through under pressure.
Powell kicks to Gordon. Morris with the screen for Gordon. To the paint. Eric Gordon on the wing. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guy. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot.
Substitution on the court.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Lets it go with a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
And they pick up 2.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really...
The previous play is under review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lue as he talked with the team. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Okay, David, thanks. Covington kicks to George. A 3 ball. Zubac, the pass to Westbrook. Here's George. The shot from the low post is good. 20 points for George.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Now Morant. Pass to Bain. The 3, and it's sent back by George.
Boy, Paul George making his presence felt on the defensive end. The length comes into play right there.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Four on the clock. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. And the rejection by Zubac. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Here's Westbrook. Outside for George. Zubac trying to break loose. George, no good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Morant outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over Robert Covington.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Russell Westbrook. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Adams with the screen on Leonard, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's George. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 6 assists in the game.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Inside, and Adams gets to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Westbrook with the steal. Outside, George to take the lead. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Leonard against Morant. Left side, Adams. Brooks finds Bain. Shot clock at 6 for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Leonard with the ball. Zubac, a screen on Morant. Down low. Money!
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Bain. Stolen by George. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen away. The 3 from Morant. No good. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one. Probably a look, David. Thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Joined by... And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant. And it's Okogie in at the 3. Ayton passes to Durant. Back to Ayton. And stolen by Leonard. Westbrook against Paul. Leonard outside. And he banks in the layup.
The decision-making of Leonard could have hit the roller, but already had the shot he wanted.
And it's Phoenix's ball. 4-point game. Pass to Ayton. Zubac with the steal. Westbrook with it. Durant covering. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Leonard for 3. Drills it from deep. Leonard's got 5.
For a guy who hit only 25% of his threes in college, Kawhi has become one of the NBA's best at the wing position.
Now here's Ayton. And it's good for 2.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Zubac, the screen. George passes to Zubac. Out to Covington. Second chance effort. 5 on the clock. Zubac finds Leonard. Buries it down low. He's got 7.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
Here's Paul. It's rebounded by Zubac.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
George kicks it out to Westbrook. Another shot. Gets another look. Outside Covington. It's George on the wing. Booker defending. George, no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Durant, no good. The Clippers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Now here's Covington. Leonard for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Zubac with a screen on Paul. Inside. And the jam by George.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Paul passes to Ayton. Can they get it? Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. For 3, George drains the triple. George has got 5. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Now here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Durant on the attack. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Wow, the skills at his size. Durant makes a number of moves every game that just leaves you shaking your head.
And the dunk by Leonard.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Now here's Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. Zubac with a screen on Durant. Here's Leonard. Out to Covington. Westbrook outside. Now here's Zubac. Second chance shot. Misses off the left iron.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. So it's Phoenix now, down by 15. George with it. He's got 5. No good from the wing.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And so it's Los Angeles.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Mason Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the 1. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
And Paul gets it to go.
A solid shooter. Once CP3 sees available space, he's going to take that shot.
George passes to Covington. Leonard on the wing. And stolen by Durant. In transition, here come the Suns. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Octopi and stolen by Covington. And here's the fast break. Back to George. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton. Here's Phoenix. It's a 14-point game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The size and length of Durant poses problems for defenders, which is why they foul him. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 8.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
And Paul gets it to go. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry his weight, it's a fragile situation.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Count that one. Durant's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Durant with those long arms able to attack the defense while protecting the ball.
Back to Westbrook. Deflects the pass. Here's Plumlee. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Right at the free throw line, clock at 6. Up and in on the layup. Plumlee's got his first 2 points.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. Now here's Westbrook. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He's off on that one. Nice D from Durant. The Suns have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Ayton. Takes the 3. The shot that time not on target. And Los Angeles the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. Here's George, and he drives in, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Strong take by Paul. He plays with great decisiveness.
At the line for your Clippers.
First one falls for him.
Taking 2 shots.
George hits them both. 1:33 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Paul. The kick to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Leonard outside. Hits the trifecta. Leonard's got 20 points.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's George. He's got 10. Pass to Plumlee. It's hauled in by the Suns. 41 seconds left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Okogie, covered by Covington. Here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
One of the all-time scoring greats. Durant is racking up the points tonight. There's nothing you can do to stop him.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the new group getting ready for the Clippers. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Powell comes in for Leonard. Gordon, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. Here's Highland. Plumlee, a screen on Paul. Here's Highland. The three-pointer off the mark. The Suns have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden. And it's stolen by Plumlee. Morris on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
And it's stolen by Plumlee. And so it's Kawhi Leonard to make the tally as always. Thank you.
Your Clippers, 34. The Suns, 23.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in its center.
I mean, the versatility of KD is tremendous. There's really nothing this guy can't do.
Now here's George.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And for the Suns, they're shooting it well, around 55% for the game. Screen by Durant. Paul passes to Durant. Here's Okogie. Fires the three. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Okogie's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
We don't talk about KD's passing enough. Durant is an elite playmaker.
George passes to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Durant with it, guarded by Covington. And stolen by Leonard.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
The three ball. Kevin Durant with a rebound. The Suns trailing. Pass to Booker. Back to Durant. And here's Ayton. The three. Knocks down the triple. Ayton's got 5 points.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
Zubac screen for three. George. Durant pulls it in. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Driving inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The long strides of Durant allowing him to gain the advantage on the drive. The defense couldn't recover.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Here's Leonard. The shot misses. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Phoenix calls timeout. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused. But weird plays happen.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. Clippers take a timeout. Go out. Make some noise. Time to get a free.
Phoenix is shooting 59% in this one. A good average. Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Ayton.
Who wants a free t-shirt?
Ball against Westbrook. Paul passes to Ayton. Shot clock at 6. Tries to keep it alive. For 3, Durant. The shot no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. And so they foul intentionally.
DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Durant against Leonard. There's the drive. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Booker, pass to Durant. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Paul. Oh, Westbrook with a block.
Great defensive effort by Russell Westbrook. Terrific closeout ability.
George passes to Zubac. Paul against Westbrook. Picked by Covington. Wing shot on the way. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it.
And Durant with the big finish.
The 7-footer Durant is a threat to dunk it. Can't let him get inside.
Plumlee, a screen on Paul. Morris outside. It's Powell on the wing. Nice move. Not going to go that time. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Gordon. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Paul. Fires for three. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Outside Durant. Blocked. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of three. The Clippers on top. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Clippers on D. They lead by one. Ayton finds Paul. Phoenix calls timeout.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Now here's Ayton. Booker, the pass to Paul to take the lead. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from the inbound. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked. So he'll head to the line. It's going to go on Paul George.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up. Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Now here's Leonard. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Beautiful executed play. Kawhi Leonard makes the right read. Wheeling and dealing.
Here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Here's Octopi, covered by Covington. Here's Durant. And he lays it up and in. Durant's got 24 points. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now.
When Durant gets inside, 9 times out of 10, he's going to score or get fouled.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. And both free throws good for Durant. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Picked by Covington. 16 feet out. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Covington is a high IQ player, understands when to dish it.
Outside Paul. Outside Durant. From downtown. And he gets it to go again. He's connected on 10 of 15 now.
There are no easy comebacks, but they really had to dig deep for this one.
Tremendous composure on display. When they were down big, they did not panic. They just stuck with the game plan.
Now here's Paul. No good from outside.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Leonard for 3. And the jam by Covington.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
Now here's Paul. Durant, pass to Booker. The 3 from Ayton. Sinks it from distance. And the Suns lead by 4.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Got it. Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
The kick to Durant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Kawhi Leonard. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Suns.
Smart ball handling from them in this one, passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
Yeah, another thing, this offense came in aggressive, driving into the lane, forcing the defense to try to adjust. So far, the defense hasn't had enough of an answer.
Now here's Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Zubac. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Oh, my goodness, he's kicking himself. You know, that's a critical time to commit a turnover. No telling how the error will ultimately play out.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know, the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Ball against Westbrook. Outside Durant. He takes it in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
For a guy who is almost 7 feet, Kevin Durant has tight handles.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. Covington, a screen on Paul. Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. Oh, got a piece of it. Paul with a steal. In transition, here come the Suns. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Paul George. The Clippers trail. Picked by Covington. George for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. And here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 5. The crossover. The Clippers grab the miss. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And George with the jam.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
On the wing, Durant. There's 21 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Booker. Fades back. And again, it's the Suns missing. For 3, George. And he cans that one. And now just a 4-point Suns lead. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this, so hype, where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seat, should we?
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Ayton, and it's Durant, and it's Bazley in at the four-man position. Now here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Pass to Bazley. Here's Paul. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done. Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And great, what separates Paul from the other two guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well. And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul passes to Bazley. KD drives in. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now here's Brooks. Ayton in the high post. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Second chance effort. Durant attacking. Here's Bazley. Ayton wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Here's Morant. 8 points for him. A beautiful reverse layup. Morant's got 10 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Ayton. Booker. The rebound by Steven Adams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Both free throws good from Morant. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Here's Baisley. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. Morant against Paul. Jackson a screen on Paul. At the elbow, Adams. 5 on the clock. Jackson finds Morant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The aggressive nature of Morant, taking initiative and daring the defense to get physical with him.
Okogie's checked in for Kevin Durant. Both free throws good from Morant. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. The Suns making a change here. Durant's checked in. Suns trail by 5. Call outside. Outside for KD. Suns moving the ball around. Launches a 3. Good. And a nice assist from Booker.
Well, with that high release and that length, when KD takes a 3, if you're the defender, you're pretty much just hoping he misses.
Adams sets the pick for Morant to the inside. That one no good. Some solid defense from Ayton. Bain against Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant.
Well, you might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season.
He hits the second from the line. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Up top, Adams. Back to Morant. Screen by Adams. Morant passes to Jackson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Grizzlies lead by...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth tag team.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Morant scanning the floor. Adams in the corner. Morant against Paul. Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
To the middle. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. Outside, KD. And KD throws it down.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Morant against Paul. Jackson a screen on Paul. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Suns trail by 3. Outside, KD. To the left wing. Knocked away. Octopi, the pass to KD. Clock at 6. And then Durant with the dunk.
Yeah, it's been years and years of coaches trying to figure out how you stop Kevin Durant. Just so long, so agile, and too good.
Morant against Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 18 points in the game. And you hear the legends, Brent, talk shop. So often, it's about what separates winning players from the guys that don't win as much. What comes to mind for you?
I think what comes to mind, Kevin, is expectation. And sometimes we get a little bit ahead of ourselves with guys who we want to anoint as the next great player. Look, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 chances at the highest level to finally reach that point where you have the confidence and the experience and the know-how to be one of the best players in the league and who compliments you along the way. So to me, it comes with a great deal of patience to let that player achieve that level of success.
Another shot, and it's Adams getting it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Steven Adams always working the offensive glass, strong and aggressive in there, and gets that second chance hoop.
Out to KD. Octopi, the pass to KD. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Morant against Paul. Morant passes to Jackson. And stolen by Ayton. Now here's Paul. He's guarded closely. Outside for KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
So he gets them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
1:05 left in the first half of the game. And a wide open look for Payne. It's the rebound. Here's Adams. Got it. Good job in the low post.
A lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor. Really knows the limitations in his range.
Adams against Paul. And Ayton gets double teamed. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Now here's Morant. He's got 18. Paul with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Back to Ayton. Dishes it to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Octopi, the pass to Paul. 4 on the shot clock. And he lays it straight in. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Morant.
Man, when a guy like Chris Paul is hustling out there.
Thank you, David. We'll be back in. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
First team foul.
Paul with the ball. Driving inside. And he gets it to go. Paul's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack.
The basket falls, and that's going to be a blocking call.
Hey, guys, he has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76% shooter.
Paul dishes to Ayton. KD looking around. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for 2 at 7-1. Very fluid.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. The feed to Adams. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Adams has got 6.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Here's Paul. Adams gets a hand on it. Now Bain. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jones against Paul. The pass to Adams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. Free throw drops for KD. And it's Jones with the ball for the Grizzlies. Pass to Brooks. Jackson against Durant. On the wing, Jackson. He's got 6. Paul with the steal. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's KD, and then Durant with the jam.
And here's the best way to get an earful from your coach. Give Kevin Durant that kind of path to the basket. Wow, discussion to follow.
Here's Brooks. Outside, Bain. Outside, Jackson. 2nd shot opportunity. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Jackson hits both of them. Here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. It's Durant on the wing. Over Jones. Octopi, the pass to KD. Shot clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Feeds it to Booker. And the Suns call time here.
It's that time, Grizzlies fans. Here comes your Grizzlies.
John Morant, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. 1:32 left in the third. Morant against Paul, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That is a huge call. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome still in question.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Memphis. Outside for Durant. Back to Paul. Booker outside. And he uses the glass on the layup. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time Devin Booker showing he could score close to the rim.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Jones drives in. 2 points. That one goes.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Passes to Ayton. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Brooks checked in for the Grizzlies.
Now to the line for your Grizzlies.
Paul kicks to Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
KD, one of those guys who will go down on the list of the greatest scorers in NBA history.
Jones, the pass to Bain. From beyond the arc, and then some.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Durant with the screen on Jones. Paul surveying the floor. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the paint. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Paul. KD's got 9 points here in the second half. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Phoenix Suns.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Here's Paul. Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Octopi in at the 3. Paul kicks to Durant. Ayton a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Booker. Out to KD. He dishes it to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. The Grizzlies trail by 3. And here's Jones. Right side Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. And Jackson gets it to go. That's 10 points for Jaren Jackson.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Outside for Durant. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And the Suns lead by 4.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Pass to Bain. The dish now to Adams. Moves back up. Sweet move. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Suns leading by 4. And an intentional foul right there.
Jaren Jackson Jr. His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Grizzlies on defense. Booker draws the double. Durant in the corner. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Bain. And Booker kicks to Ayton. 5 to shoot. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Ayton's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Booker against Brooks. Outside, Bain. And Durant sends it back.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here is Paul. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside, KD. And there's the drive. Booker looking around. 6 on the shot clock with the putback. And KD is right there. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A great hustle from the swing man that time as Durant doing whatever he could do to keep it alive.
Now the pass to Jackson. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. Ayton sets the pick for Durant. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Octopi. Now here's Ayton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Adams with the screen on Paul. Jones the pass to Brooks. Inside. They could use a bucket. And there's the nice layup by Adams.
Well, tough to stick with Steven Adams on that play. Great at diving into the open space after the massive screen.
Booker against Brooks. Beyond the arc. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Booker. And the Suns lead by 9.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Brooks finds Jackson. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Jones in the post, defended by Paul. On the basket by Jones.
He's been accurate tonight. I think the best way for them to succeed is to get him more shots. Sounds simple, but it comes down to execution.
From the wing. And that one goes long.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Jackson trying to break free. Got it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
How about Steven Adams coming through? Give him a chance.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Ball against Jones. Passes it to Octopi. Outside for KD. Clock at 4. The offensive rebound. Timeout called the Grizzlies. They trail by 5. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Five seconds left in the game. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have bucked at the end, but the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Olin.
smack clowns with mad style.
NBA2K Sports. And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
It's a beautiful brand of ball for sure. Just a joy to watch. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. George against Bain. And George with the jam.
And we know George is a great shooter, but when he's attacking the rim like that, it gives this team a whole different attitude.
Back to Morant. Covington grabs the board. Morant against Westbrook. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies.
Memphis ball.
About a minute into this first quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Morant. Soft touch off the glass.
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
On target from range.
You know, it takes incredible accuracy to drain it from that deep. So impressive.
Hey, Richard, how about Westbrook's basketball IQ?
By far one of the smartest players in the game. How else would he have broken the triple-double record? He sees everything. His sense of the floor is elite.
Just 5 on the clock. Morant against Leonard. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Zubac with a screen on Bain. No coverage that time. George has got 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Kept alive. Here's Adams. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
Steven Adams.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And Leonard, here we go. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 5.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Great D that time from Zubac.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And George gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Morant. Shot to stop the run. Here's Jackson. And he got the whistle up. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge to see if they can get this foul overturned.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video.
The previous play is under
Be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Clock at 4. Westbrook against Brooks. It's not going to go for him. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Here's George. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Got a piece of it. They recover it, and they'll keep possession. And it's Morant missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 7 for 7. Covington. Here's Leonard. And Leonard throws it down hard.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Here's Jackson. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Pass to Zubac. Now Covington. Misses the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
There's 39 seconds left in the first. Here's George. And there's the drive. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Morant. Got a hand on it. Now here's Leonard. He's got 7. Hits a three-pointer. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
And that one's good. Morant.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last tray.
To the inside. Here's Leonard. And the layup falls. 12 points for him.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And so in the game for Los Angeles, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even to Zubac out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Grant, we always talk about great footwork for post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunities to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Here's Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Leonard for 3. Knocks down the long J. Leonard's got 17.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
And Morant gets it to go.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
George passes to Zubac. Back to George. And stolen by Bane. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Morant. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
He's got an elite combination of speed and athleticism. Morant, he is special when he gets out in the break, though.
George. Here's Zubac. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Desmond Bane.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And so he hits both. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And here's Morant. 12 points for him. Outside Bane. Jackson for 3. He buries it from 3. Jackson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. For three, George. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Here's Morant. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Gordon on the take. Grizzlies with the rebound. And here's Memphis. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Here's Adams. Jackson on the wing. Left side, Morant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
Morant finds Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Jackson's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
There's a minute 54 left in the first half. To the middle. Here's Plumlee. Pass to Highland. 3 on the clock. Morris outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And here's Brooks from behind the arc. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
The vision, the ability to throw every type of pass. Morant's already reached an elite level as a playmaker.
The Clippers in the lead. Morris, a screen on Morant. Pass to Powell. Beyond the arc. Morris passes to Powell. Gordon on the wing. This one for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. The drive by Morant. Yep, that one goes. And now it's just a 4-point Clipper lead.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
44 seconds left in the second. Bane, the pass to Morant. Morris against Jackson. Outside for Morant. Got a piece of it, and it's stolen by Plumlee. With the drive. Highland misses. The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their first 9 shots to drop during the second. Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Bones Highland. Second personal foul. 14 foul. Substitution on the court.
Outside Morant. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Clippers substitution. Mason Plumlee.
5 ticks left to play in the second quarter. Here's Covington, and some nice defense there to end the quarter. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
The Grizzlies, 27. The Clippers, 33.
After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Leonard double teamed. George outside. It's Covington on the wing. No good on the triple. Memphis trailing here. Outside Bain. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Morant with it.
Blocking foul call. Russell Westbrook. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Bain. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Adams with a screen on George. Here's Bain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Memphis has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And it's Morant off the drive. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to Covington. George against Bain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to
The previous play is under
19.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant, the pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Here's Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
For the Clippers, Zubac comes in for Plumlee, and it's Gordon in for Paul George. Zubac with a screen on Bain. Here's Gordon. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Gordon's got his first points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 24 points.
They fought so hard to get themselves in a position to win this game.
And it's so much easier said than done, but now it's all about keeping that momentum going for them.
And it's so easy to see why Leonard's teammates feed him so much. Once he gets going, watch out.
Up top, Jackson. Morant with it. 24 points for him. Takes it inside, and then Morant with the dunk.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
For Memphis, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. To the paint. And it's Adams with the finish.
And And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008, Grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. When his shot gets going, you could be in trouble.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Memphis. For the Clippers, Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Norm Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Highland in for Westbrook. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, I see you, John, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Here's Highland, pounded by Morant. Pass to Powell, takes a three. The Clippers rebound. Brooks comes with a double team. Gordon, the pass to Zubac. It doesn't go for him. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Grizzlies. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the floor for the Clippers, Marcus Morris out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Highland in at the point guard position. Left side, Morant. There's the three. They grab their own miss. Here's Jackson. Buries the 7-footer.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here. Important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in for Morris. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Powell. George, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Westbrook in for Highland. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
Those are the kind of plays that win you games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
George passes to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Fires from deep. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
And just one of the most complete players in the game today. George's two-way game and strong leadership traits are reasons why he's a star.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Left side, Morant. Inside, and stolen by Covington. And it's the Clippers on the break. George, a deep three. Three-pointer in transition. George has got 19 points.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Outside Morant. Five to shoot. Ooh, solid D from Leonard. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, BA. Not sure what got into him.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Will get free t-shirts. So make some noise.
Payne against George. Pass to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. And too long on the shot.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Oh, George with a steal. Leonard with the ball. Checked by Brooks. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Personal foul. 13.
And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Westbrook. Gets an open look and hits it.
This is Westbrook's competitive drive being the difference maker. He never, ever backs down.
Outside Morant. Jackson outside. Outside Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Morant, pass to Adams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Oh, such a cool customer. You can count on Adams making the right play in pressure situations.
Stolen by Bane. Here's Morant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
He doesn't waste the chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
Leonard passes to Westbrook. Now here's Covington. Here's the 3. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Covington. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter. We've got 1:13 left to play in the fourth. Outside Morant. Down low. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Bane.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
Outside Morant. 6 to shoot. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington.
We have seen Morant step up as a leader, wanting to go to the strike down the stretch.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
While doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And here are the Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out to Leonard. The 3 is up. Cash. And that one brings them within 1.
ICE, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 3-point game.
And it's critical Morant steps up in the important points in the game. This is his time to shine.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 3. There's 6 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
To tie it up. This is the tray. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. What a performance they had here at home today.
Got wet. clowns with mad style.